What the hell just happened? Yo, by the way, Kick Dingbat here. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing. Hope you hang in there. And welcome to We Got Our Butts Kicked Monday as the Eagles fall to the satanic Dallas Cowboys 33-13. And I can't help but think what an occult number that satanic number 33 is. 33.3, half of what? 66.6. Move the decimal point over. You got 666 satanic Dallas Cowboys. And they whipped our butts, no question about it. Now, let me say congratulations to all the Cowboy fans out there. I have no excuses. Congratulations to Mark Holmes. Congratulations to Duke Bothers, who won a jersey bet with me. I will be reaching out to you to make plans on getting you that jersey. Well deserved. And yeah, congratulations to all the Cowboy fans out there. You beat us. You whooped us. I got no excuse. I have nothing that I can say. You were the better team last night. And there's no excuses for that. So congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys. Enjoy your win. Enjoy it while it lasts. And as far as our Eagles, we've got a lot of talk about, especially on what's going on with this team and my opinions on what we're really seeing. Because to me, when I look at this game versus the Cowboys, I feel like I was watching the 5th, 6th, and 7th quarter of the San Francisco 49ers game. How does a team get your ass kicked, like, you know, on national TV, get humiliated, and then come back on Sunday Night Football versus Dallas Cowboys a week later and play like this? From the get-go, you know, they were showing a sideline shot right before kickoff, and the Cowboy players were all doing this. They were all ready to go. And Eagle players, they just seem to be going through the motion. It just seems like this team has no juice. It has no energy. It's almost like they have dead legs, but I don't want to say it's because they're tired. I don't think, and this is just my own opinion, and in this video, let me say this. You're going to hear some really negative things about what I think is going on with the Eagles, and then you're going to hear some cause for hope. I know everybody's on one extreme. You're either the sky is falling, it's over, or we're the greatest team in the league. I'm in between. I'm in between, and here's what I have to say. The bad is this. This team looks like they're not listening to their coaches, and this could be a fatal flaw. This could be the beginning of the end of this year. That's just the truth. I'm going to keep it real, because if these players are tuning these coaches out, you got a big problem. And I don't know if the Eagles players are tuning them out or if they're just tired. They got dead legs. You know, I don't know. Did they play too many games? I mean, I think they played like 80 snaps or something ridiculous like that last night on defense again. So, you know, it just seems like this team came into this game not ready to go. I mean, once again, early on, I'm like, where's the energy? There's no energy with this team. They just seem to be going through the motions. And my theory on what is going on is this. This is what I think is happening. Okay, just going to give you my opinion. I think the players and the talent on this team, because I think it's very talented, has bailed out bad coaching, bad game planning all year long. And they've been able, for the most part, based upon their talent, been able to use the second half of games when the coaches actually have to make a game plan on what's going on in the game and are not over-hyping the analytics and the game plan coming in. They're talented enough to come back in halves and win. However, now you're going up against the 49ers. Now you went up at Dallas at home. Dallas is a different team at home and away. So you're going up against these teams, and they know exactly what you're going to do. You can't get away on just having good talent to bail your coaches out anymore. You can't have it. What I think is happening is I think these players are frustrated. I think that they get the game plan, they come out, they don't really believe in the game plan, they really don't believe in what they're doing. And when you have that already in the back of your head and something starts to go bad, it's very easy to get discouraged. I see this as a major coaching problem. Okay? I do. think about this. You get destroyed by the 49ers. We're all hearing Nick Sirianni talk about running more, talk about making changes. The basic game plan is the same in this Cowboys game that it was all year long. Let's come out, throw, and then we'll try to run in the second half. They ran one time to start the game, and that was pretty much it. Okay, for whatever reason, they'd love to take DeAndre Swift out in the second quarter for Gainwell. To me, if you look, I can count at least three games. The Minnesota game, the Tampa Bay game, and the Kansas City Chiefs game, where DeAndre Swift got us going. That him with big runs guided the Eagles offense in rhythm and was able enough for us to come back and win games. You've got to start incorporating DeAndre Swift in the games, okay? Plus, your routes, the Eagles' routes, they take way too long to run. There's never anything quick and short. There's never anybody that could be a hot read for Jalen Hurts. He holds on the ball. It's too much. They've got to change it up. They've got to have better route designs. They don't like using motion. They don't like try to confuse teams at all. All these things they have to fix. The running the ball, these all things have to be fixed this year or it's not going to change. I think the players are frustrated. I think they're frustrated because they know the game plan stinks. And, they can't bail you out every week just because of the talent. And as far as the defense goes, and I really, that's a lot with the offense. On the defense side of the ball, I mean, they literally the worst defense that I've seen in a long time. I mean, I've seen a lot of Eagles defenses. I've seen some real bad ones. I've seen some amazing ones. This is one of the worst that I can ever remember. I never seen teams week to week impose their will on you, especially in third and long situations. They can't get pressure with their front four, and now they're getting to the point where they're not even stopping the run. They can't even stop the run anymore. I don't know if it's dead legs. I don't know if they're just tuning these coaches out. But, I mean, here was something I thought was interesting. Paul Domowitch said this: Eagles blitzed Dak Prescott on just 5 of 42 pass plays on Sunday night for 11.9% blitzed. And they blitzed him 8 of 49 plays in Week 9 for 16.3 percentage of blitzes passes. His passing numbers versus the blitz in both games. So Week 9, Dak Prescott versus the blitz. 1 of 7 for 20 yards and a sack. That's a pretty effective blitz. Sunday, 2 of 4 for 33 yards and 1 touchdown and 1 sack. He did a little bit better, but why are you not blitzing this guy more? We've said this all week. If Dak Prescott continues to have time to throw and sit in the pocket, he's going to kill you. And that's exactly what he does. It's like, I don't know how else to say it, but the way I see it, I feel like these players looked disinterested last night. I feel like they look like they just had no juice. And I don't think it's that these guys have given up on the season. I don't think these guys aren't talented or good anymore. I think they're frustrated by the coaching. I think that the coaching and what they're doing is not what they really want to do or they think will work. And I think the players are getting frustrated by it. And if it happens again this week versus Seattle, it's over. It's done. If the Eagles go out versus Seattle and play the way they did the last 2 weeks, they're going to lose. And when they lose, it's done. I don't think you can recover from it. Okay? The good news is this. Here's the good news. All right? Because it's not all bad news. Okay? We got to keep in mind that you got 4 games left to play. You still have the best record in the NFL. You're 10-3. Now, if you just win out, that means beat Seattle, the Giants twice in Arizona, you win the division. Even if the Cowboys were to win out and you were to win out, you would win the division over tiebreakers. The Eagles hold the tiebreaker. Now, what that would do for the Eagles is give them the number 2 seed. So you would have to go up first week of the playoffs, you'd have to play because you would lose a bye week to the 49ers for losing that game. But you would play like Green Bay or somebody like that. Then you probably wind up playing Detroit while Dallas and the Niners battle it out. And we're going to have to root for the Dallas Cowboys in that game. But it looks like all roads lead to San Francisco at this point. I see the Eagles still winning the division. I think they'll still get the number 2 seed. And, yeah, hopefully the 49ers can slip up and somehow we can get that 1 seed back. I thought it was very important for us. But first thing first, okay, everything is out in front of us, but they got to fix things. And this is a question, and this is a legitimate question, and it's a question I can't answer. Can this team fix it? Can these coaches fix what has to be fixed? I mean, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. We talked about the Philly Shakedown podcast. Joey thinks they just got to fire somebody as just to send a point. I guess. I mean, I guess you can, but you're really not going to change your whole offensive, defensive systems at this point. These coaches, their ass is on the line as far as I'm concerned, because if you come out versus Seattle and you play like this, then to me, that's 3 weeks in a row that you can't get your team ready for a football game. You can't get your team ready to play. And it's done. It's done. It's time to fire everybody. That's how I look at it. This is an important week to me. This is a big deal. Now, if you can go in and win this game and change some things around, you have a great chance to win the final 3, get some confidence back, and maybe get rolling into the playoffs. The one thing I can tell you, and the one thing I believe, and you're not going to hear this all week from people in the media and whatnot, but I've seen a lot of different teams get counted out because of certain things that have happened. And then they make some changes, they change some things up, and they get it right. Okay, there's still time for this team to get things right, but they've got to make some changes, and it's got to start with the coaching. So, yes, this was a horrible loss, one of the worst losses you could ever want to have. You're 10-3, it doesn't feel like it. I get all that. However, to me, this is where the rubber meets the road, as they say. This is where we're going to know after this week. And, the 49ers game, the Dallas Cowboys game, you could have felt like that too. But this game this week versus Seattle, depending upon how this team plays and how it goes, I will drastically change my opinion on what this team could do in the playoffs. If we get what we've gotten, then I think it's over. I think it's over because I think the Eagles players are tuning out these coaches. What they need to do is they need to have a players-only meeting. They need to talk about their problems and the issues. Then they need to go to the coaching staff and tell them, listen, we don't like these plays. We got to change it up. We're too predictable. We're not doing the right things. This is not working. We need to fix things now. They better do that, or this thing's going to go down the toilet really, really quick. This Seattle game is a must-win, and it's going to tell me everything I need to know whether or not this coaching staff is willing to make the changes necessary to get back on track and maybe try to at least go on a run. Whether you can beat 49ers or not, that's all for talk for a different day. Right now, this team just has to find a way to win the division and keep a number 2 seed. That's the most important thing right now. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's how we vision. We're all just living in it. I'll tell you what though. One thing that I wanted to mention here that I didn't. I would be done with Slay, done with Bradbury at the end of the year. Why do I need to pay corners that much money when they go out there and they play the way they are? I could find way cheaper corners and use my money at linebacker or elsewhere. If they're gonna play that bad, why do we even need them? Just my question. Denzel Washington out.